Hello everyone, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go. As I frantically go through Windows, there we are off and we are going, and we are picking up right where we left off last stream. Actually, not quite right where we left off. I did take care of a couple of things in the interim. Number one is I undocked our unnecessary crew vessel, so there is our space plane that brought our crew up there. I ditched that. Unfortunately, I never knew this, but there is no probe body on that crewed vessel. So as soon as I undocked it, it kind of tumbled away. So it's a little bit out of control. I'm hoping that it'll be fine when we return to it, because that's their ride back down to the surface when, you know, year and a half from now. And this is the booster that was attached that brought up this lander. I took all the liquid fuel out of it and then detached it. It also is just tumbling kind of aimlessly. Does it look like our cockpit is askew? I don't know. Or the cockpit down here, maybe. Could be that. Anyway, and I also set up because as soon as I undocked everything, I lost my ejection burn out to Duna, so I reestablished that. And in fact, yeah, I need to make that a priority because that's coming up in less than half an orbit. So we're going to do ourselves a little bit of an avoidance maneuver because I do not want to worry about running into all of this stuff here. So I'm pointing myself in a prograde direction. I was planning on actually doing the avoidance maneuver with these two guys, but unfortunately, once I detached them, I realized both of them are uncontrollable. So that's not well thought out on that end. But what we're going to do here is point this guy into a prograde direction. I'm going to put on RCS. Now, the only RCS is in the lander, so this isn't going to provide a whole heck of a lot of thrust here, but I just want to raise my apoapsis. Oh, I turned RCS off. Just a tad. So I'm just going to push a little bit here. We actually, thankfully, have a lot of monopropellant. That should honestly be enough. And what that will do is slow... Did I do it the wrong way? I might have done it the wrong way. This is going to slow me down. The burn is prograde. I want to... Oh, well. Yeah. No, I did it the wrong way. Oh, my gosh. We are all... This is not encouraging. I just did it the wrong way because this will slow me down, which will ensure that these two guys will still be ahead of me. What I should be doing is going the opposite way, retrograde, which will speed me up by the time I do half an orbit. Oh my gosh. Well, we're off to a good start. Filling people with confidence as we burn the wrong way. To be honest, it probably would have been okay because we will end up higher, but I'll do this right. Okay, trying again. So what I want to do is undo what I just did. Bring down that apoapsis, and actually bring down that periapsis then too. Oh, I see. It's a little... Well, I'm hoping that'll all work out. We'll find out soon enough. We will find out soon enough whether that'll all work out. Let's lock on to the maneuver node and get ready. Oh, I still got RCS on, and it is... I didn't toggle off the... actuation toggles. Oh, yeah. That shouldn't have been going there. So I'll have to fix that up. Okay, speaking of things that I fixed up, the burn's still 9 minutes away, so we'll be okay. And I'm going to hand over control to KOS once I do all this kind of stuff. But just to do a few kind of bookkeepy type of things on my Discord. And this was recommended by one of my admins, is on my Discord, we've been having among other things, a screenshot of the week. And the suggestion was, why don't you recognize these at the beginning of the live stream? And I thought that was great. So we've had 2 of them thus far, so we will put them out there. The first one here was for a launch, so I'll stick up our launch one. There is our winner of our best launch screenshot, sent in by Bravo. Thank you very much. That is great. And then our second week challenge was a stage separation of some kind, and this is the one that got the top vote, so it was close, by Sam CG14. A nice Artemis booster separation there. So that, our recognition of our 2 winning screenshots, and I'll do that with each of the streams as weeks progresses. We are now in a new challenge, and I just got to get Windows back. And if you want to become part of these challenges, all you got to do is go to my Discord. It's completely free. No obligations on people other than you got to treat each other nice. That's the only thing. So congratulations to our screenshot winners. What else has happened in the interim? Somebody pointed out, some eagle-eyed viewer, that my HAB module, which does have a water recycler, was recycling the water and then dumping it. You can change the dumping. It was dumping the water it was recycling. That's not good. I don't want to dump the water that we recycle. That's clearly no good. So I made it so it wasn't dumping that water. Also, what came up in the comments and chat is to disable this habitat that we aren't using right now. This is the lander, and its job is going to be to go land on Ike, but clearly we're not going to need this for the next while. So what we're just going to do is we're going to shut down that habitat. I think, can I just, I should have looked at this. Is there just a shut down the habitat button, or do I just shut down the, I thought there was a shut down the habitat button. So many buttons. Communication, inventory, science doesn't matter. Sensors don't matter. I mean, I can turn off the scrubber and the pressure control. Maybe that's it. I guess that is it. I'll have to just remember to make sure to turn them back on again when we get there. I thought there was a complete shut down the habitat button so that I don't have to worry about... And nobody's in there, right? Like all... I did move them all out. We have Jebediah up here in the cupola module. We have Bill and Bob and Valentina should all be in that hitchhiker. They should all be here. Bob, Bill, and Valentina are all there. Yes. Okay. So other than that, just I did my sloppy avoidance maneuver. Hopefully that's going to end up working out. This thing, by the way, is doing pretty good as far as DV goes. Now that it's on its own, it has 3,643 meters per second of vacuum delta. Actually, sorry, that's counting that. Is it counting? Oh no, on this stage it's 3,525. Don't want to count the lander in there. And that should be good because I have budgeted 3,330. So that's over what I budgeted despite all the efforts it took to get to this situation. And in addition, there is actually, I was a little concerned for monopropellant, and then I realized in the cupola module there was more I have a lot of monopropellant, so I don't have an issue that way. But anyway, why don't we get this show on the road? So we're going to time warp to just ahead of our maneuver. I think I completely messed up my avoidance thing. I'm going to do a quick save in case this goes really badly. And now we're going to run the X-Man script. I did a very, very poor... Because I think we're okay. I think it's sort of, but you can see our stuff. This is supposed to be behind us. We shouldn't be seeing this. Oh, and we'll get, yes, there's the gravity ring. We will extend the gravity ring and turn on the greenhouse once this maneuver is taken care of. You know what? Why don't we put this on to our free view? Because I think it always looks better that way. And we are fine. We're pointing nowhere near these guys, so we're good. What mod is the gravity ring from? The gravity ring is coming from, I believe, Kerbalism itself. Same thing with the greenhouse. I've not got installed a whole lot of part mods. I was pretty minimalistic because I do like building things that can more or less be built in stock. But the gravity ring is great because it does, actually I should keep track of my Kerbals, but my Kerbals should be in very high spirits because they do have, well, once I get this thing up and spinning, we do have this. Half an orbit isn't enough for an, oh, we're off. We are off. And this is going to be a 5-minute and 20-second burn. Because we don't got a lot, but should be good. I'm going to do, I think we're good, so I'm going to do a little bit of time warping. Just make sure. Yeah, see, we're passing below. There goes our space plane. We already passed our... Yeah, and there goes our booster that we left behind. So we're off. Looks like we're going to be just missing the moon. It almost looks like we're doing a moon transfer here, but we're not. And I didn't see a moon encounter. There we go. We'll go to 3 times speed. Speed that up a little bit. Yeah, we're not going to be far off from the moon, but I don't see a moon encounter, so that should be good. What's the best way to get science in the early game? I'm just a big fan of... There are people that really talk about going around the KSC because each building and some parts of those buildings are their own biome, so you can go around the KSC and collect all that kind of stuff, but you do need some kind of vehicle to do that, and be honest, by the time you get that, usually I find I got bigger and better places to go to. I think just do a moon orbit. It's not that hard to do a moon orbit. You'll be and do EVA reports over all of those biomes, or put yourself into a Kerbin orbit and collect EVA reports over all of those biomes. You can also use the plane, fly to different biomes. Get yourself to different places is really what I would say as far as getting science. Okay. Now I am seeing a bit of a warning here for the stream. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Hopefully everything is fine at people's ends. Oh, well, let's turn down the time warp here because I can see we are coming close to the end of this burn. Alright, so here comes our... We haven't quite ejected from Kerbin's SOI, but once we eject, it's not much to get to Duna. Alright. See it creeping up there. And we'll see how this thing does for its maneuver. Alright. And I'm hoping, the last couple of streams have been going a little slower. Well, last couple of streams, this whole series has been going slower than I was hoping it would. But I'm hoping things will go relatively quickly after here because we've got ourselves our vehicle. Okay, let's see here. So, we do not have our encounter, so let's add in a little bit more thrust here. Well, that's good. And let's I should have focused our view on Duna right from the get-go. It ended a little early, but that's okay. Let's do a little more here. And cut. I'm super duper happy with that. That is absolutely wonderful. Okay, and I have a alignment. Run align. I think I called it dorsal. Yeah. So this is for lining up the solar panels. Let's turn on our greenhouse. So enable that greenhouse. There we go. All of our lovely plants. I'm curious if I should be pointing this thing at the sun once we are... It says excessive radiation. Oh, we're in radiation. Oh, let's turn this off. Let's wait till we're out of the radiation belts. Might not like that. And let's enable this habitat. Now, it takes, you can see it extending outwards, but then it's got to start inflating the ring, and it takes about 40 days for that inflation to happen. So we'll obviously be doing some time warping, but that should take care of that. And we'll wait until we're out of our radiation belts. If I go back to our ship, here we are, and I put on 0. These are the radiation belts that are around Kerbin, the Van Kerman belts, as it were, and probably the plants don't like that, so we'll keep it all shielded until then. All right. Otherwise, is this thing finished? It's taking its time. As it sets itself up. All right. Oh, I see people talking about what first interplanetary target for a land. I'm a big fan of Gilly. Other people are laughing about Gilly. I love Gilly. I think Gilly's a fine target. Eve is the easiest planet to get to. And to be honest, I'm not a... this is wrong. I'm just realizing this. Okay, so I didn't do a very good job with the solar panels. I got to roll this 90 degrees. But yeah, Eve is the easiest planet to go to. Gilly is pretty easy, though perhaps a little frustrating for people. But I'm a big fan of Gilly. I like Gilly. For a first landing, it's pretty easy. You more or less dock with it than you do anything else. Okay, we got to get ourselves out of the radiation belts. That's our primary goal here. Then we'll turn on that. Okay, we're out of the radiation belts. Now let's try putting on the greenhouse. Okay, greenhouse is lit. Let's put this on orbital. And I didn't get that radiation warning this time. Now, what I'm curious about is right now... Okay, I'm actually fully charged. That's not surprising. But do we have... It doesn't talk about electricity here anywhere. Well, we're fully charged. I guess it's okay. Electrical charge is perpetual. Oh, here we go. I'm just curious if this greenhouse is using up a lot of electricity. And I don't really see that it is. Okay. I was wondering if I'm supposed to point the windows at the sun. Like this. Oh, look at this greenhouse growing. Nice. Oh, natural lighting. So if I open this up, do I improve the amount of natural light? You know what? I don't think it's taken into account that I have to do this. I'm noticing the amount of natural lighting is still the same. It's 1,359.7 watts per square meter. I'm so happy to see proper electrical units. And that seems to be independent of how I have this oriented. So I don't think it does make you have to put the windows out towards the sun. That's a good thing. Where are you going? Stop that. It's bouncing back. Alright, so with that, let's get out alarm clock. I'm getting some oscillating happening. Oh, we don't need this alarm anymore. Let's get ourselves out to our SOI change. Yeah. Let's get out to that SOI change, so... Oh, there goes our... Oh, that took a lot less than 40 days. And there it goes. It's rotating. Ooh, let's take a look. I thought... Why did I think 40 days? That took a lot less than 40 days. Oh, I put the Ike. No. We're good. No. We're good. Okay. So there we go. We can see our gravity ring. We can see it rotating. That's very, very cool. You know what I'm going to do? What I want to do is take a look at this rotation and actually figure out how many G's that's pulling. Because if you know this radius and you measure the rate of rotation, you can figure out how many G's that is. That feels pretty fast. I would think I would be nauseous in there for sure. But let's transfer a Kerbal over there. Bob will be our guinea pig. Come here, Bob. Okay, you want to do it that way? Fine. So transfer crew, Bob, and I want to put Bob in the gravity ring. So Bob's in there getting himself some gravities. And let's go into cockpit view. So this is Jebediah. This is the hitchhiker. Oh, no, I have no internal view. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to get an internal view. No internal view. And where did Bob go? Sorry, where did Bob go? You don't even see Bob here. Oh, that's because there's no internal view. Okay, Bob's going back in the hitchhiker. Sorry, I can't deal with that. We'll pretend they're going in there. That's a little disappointing. Okay, so that's all good. And I'm looking at our habitat. Look at that. Ideal. I have an ideal level of comfort and the ideal amount of living space for my Kerbals. They are happy, 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 happy Kerbals. Okay, let's keep going. Now, I do want to keep an eye on their radiation levels. Make sure they don't get too high. I know one trick for dealing with radiation is to turn the vessel so that the aft end of it is pointing towards the sun. That might become necessary later. Then you have the whole length of the ship shielding your Kerbals. Alright, and we are just about out. Oh, SOI change. And we got to make ourselves an orbital correction. I really, really, really want to get this done today. That is my goal. Alright, we are now orbiting the sun. I should also check, we should be doing all kinds of experiments. Yep, running gravity scans, running the flight experiment, telemetry reports. Anything that's stopped is because it's, or waiting, it's because it's already been done. I have multiples of some of these things. That's okay. Alright, so we are doing some science out here too. That is awesome. Yeah. Okay, yeah, everything's turned on is really the thing I was looking at. Okay, let's do a mid-course correction. It's time for that correction burn. Yep. And of course, we're going to focus our view on Duna. And one thing I can see right away is we're going to have to come to the south here. So put that on the maneuver. And, oh good, it's not going to take too much to make this correction. That was just a few meters per second right there. And you can play around with, I always like to jack up the timing and play around with, just really jack up the timing. Whoops, maneuver went away. And just play around with what gets that down the most, but oh, I was already pretty close to the right spot. Fiddling with trivial amounts of numbers. Okay. Okay, let's get that down. Now, what I'm really looking for ultimately, of course, is Ike. So I'm going to set Ike as a target. Get this down into the plane. Lost my maneuver again. Whoops, that was a little much. And it's looking like when we're coming through here, we're going to be missing Ike by a lot. That's okay. Sometimes you can get a gravity assist with Ike that really, really helps. Because Ike is such a big body and it's going so fast, because it is in a pretty low orbit about Duna. But it doesn't look like that really is going to be in the cards, because looking at these two... And I don't want to come around this side. Oh, here's an Ike encounter here, but that has me going through Duna first. That's not a good idea. I'm not going to be doing any aero braking. This craft really isn't designed for that. And if I come around this way, I'm now retrograde relative to Ike's Orget. Orget. Orget's a word. So I definitely don't want to be doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to just come in, do this standard like, just like that. That was just, by the way, radial that I was using to adjust that. I want to minimize this inclination. 2.3 is certainly fine. And what's 50 kilometers, I think, is the height of the atmosphere around Duna? I think so. Oops, that's the wrong way. So 80, 81. That should be safe. And boy, these are tiny adjustments. 1.9, 1.6. I'm looking at the inclination. 1.3. Whoops. Ah, shoot. I went to zoom out. And I ended up mistakenly... oh, this is perfect. Right about there. That's great. 81. I am super happy. So the plan is going to be to get this capture around Duna. It'll be an elliptical capture so that the apoapsis will be around where Duna is, or around where Ike is, and then we'll have to wait for an Ike encounter. All right. Rescue mission when? Oh my gosh. If given that there's life support involved, these guys can't hang around for years waiting, so that isn't going to be in the cards. A rescue mission. Okay, this is a 1 second burn, which we're going to do this manually, but I'm going to turn down the thrust limiters. Let's turn them to 25%. Of course, I have to do all of them. So that this burns a little longer. 4 second burn. Let's turn them to 10%. And I'm going to do this one manually. I'm not going to use KOS. Also, I noticed when I was RCSing that I don't think I turned off the... If you go into control and go to the show the actuation toggles, you should toggle off the yaw, pitch, and the roll because you don't use RCS for that. Unfortunately now, I'm going to have to do that for all of these thruster blocks. So there's some here. Actuation, yup. And this saves you monoprop. I clearly didn't notice that before. Usually I do this in the VAB. I just obviously forgot. Well, I forget lots of things, let's face it. Yaw, pitch, and roll. Okay, I think there's only 3. Do I have 3-way symmetry on those? And we're... Oh, yes, that's right, because the other 3 are down here somewhere? Didn't I have thruster blocks on? Oh, I see them. They're hiding under the landing legs. Good design, Mike. What are you even thinking about? I should probably extend these landing legs then. Oh well, whatever. We'll worry about it later. So landing legs have to be... Close that. Landing legs have to be occluding stuff. Get rid of that alarm. Oh my gosh. Okay, get rid of the yaw, pitch, and the roll. They're just hiding underneath here. Yaw, pitch, and roll. Like, unless you're going to really use RCS for attitude control, which I very rarely do, because the reaction wheels in this game are so strong, I would always disable those. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Let's tuck alarm clock up here. All right. Did they remove the 5-port RCS blocks? No, they didn't. Do I have them on here? I can't tell. They're so small. Where's my... Nope, they're the 5 one. These are this is the 5 one right here. So they're still there. Okay. F5 again. I don't know how many times I quick saved. Let's get to that maneuver in 146 days. Yep. So let's do that. We are off. Oh, what happened? Oh, we're getting messages for coronal mass ejection. You know what I'm going to do? That's actually good to know. The sun's about to send some fun our way. So what we're going to do is I'm completely pointing this the wrong way. Oh my god. Oh, because I have my fingers in the wrong spots. Oh my gosh. We're going to point this, just point it radially out. That's all I got to do. Just getting ready for the coronal mass ejection, and to be honest, that's probably just a good habit to just keep it that way. Kerbalism does model the orientation of the ship when it comes to the radiation exposure for your Kerbals. And if you put the whole ship, the whole aft end of your ship between you and your Kerbals, that does shield them from radiation. So we'll just do that. We are still generating all kinds of electricity, so that's good. That should be good. Okay. Let's get to the maneuver. Yeah, our coronal mass ejection's hitting us. It's going to last for 4 hours and 43 minutes. Oh, we just transmitted some magnetometer science. Just going to keep it this way. Let's keep it locked on the radially out. Another coronal mass ejection coming our way. Kerbalism does love its coronal mass ejections. Oh, radiation's at 10% of a lethal dose already? That's not encouraging. That is not encouraging at all. The shielding should be good. Oh boy. Don't like that. Don't like that. Look. Oh man. I keep time warping and I keep getting these coronal mass ejections. I'm already at... You know what I'm going to do? And I know this feels like cheating, but we're only 38 days into this mission. And I'm already at 14% of a lethal radiation dose because of these coronal mass ejections. And we're getting them like every few days. So I'm going to see if I can... If I go into the settings, and I know I'm hoping... people will forgive me on this one, but the rate they're going, they're going to be very, very dead. I should be able to adjust that rate of those coronal mass ejections. Average storm duration. Average storm duration is 2 hours. Average storm radiation. Storm probability is 11%. I'm going to turn it down to 0. I don't want it. I'm sorry if that is going to bug people, but I don't want my Kerbals to die. And if you want to put an asterisk next to this, then that's fine. I'm seeing lots of uppercase stuff in there, so we'll see. Right now I'm more concerned about radiation than I am about the lander. Okay, let's see how this works. I might have to reboot this for this to work. All right, what did people... we lost our lander? What happened to the lander? Okay, let's go back. Okay, I gotta revert. I'm gonna revert to that last save. The lander is gone. How did we lose the lander? Uh-oh. This might turn into more... Okay, the lander's there, but... Okay, there it goes. Did I click on... How did that happen? Okay, let's get back on this lander right now. How did that happen? We're going to have to reevaluate. Control from here. SAS on. Did I click on it somehow? Oh, I got the... I got to toggle that torque. I have no... There we go. Okay, let's rectify this situation right now. How did that happen? Lost that lander. I don't understand that. Okay, we need to... Okay. So what? I'm looking at the chat. How did the lander come? Did I click on a docking port or did it just come loose? If this is going to be a problem, I might have to strut this puppy down. I do have some extra struts aboard. So, bugs in KSP? No. I've never had that happen, though. Never had that happen. Oh, people are blaming it's an 11-year-old game. Oh, this game's been buggy, like, from the get-go. Okay, I do have to watch out for my solar panels. I got to come a little bit more sideways before I can go in. There we go. Now forward. Forward ho! Did I finger the stage button? But I don't have the docking port in the staging, so I don't see if I stage anything, if that would have made a difference. That was interesting. Well, I mean, we got it, so there we go. All right, that is that. And now what we'll do is separate these two guys into their own stages. So that is that. Got a 12-second burn coming up. Okay, I'm going to quick save that again. Now I was playing with these actuation toggles. They are all unactuated. That's the way I had it. Okay. Must have been just when I time warped. Alright, so F5. We'll try that again. Now, the other thing I was doing, I might have to do this again, is get into the settings, custom action groups, Kerbalism, storm probability I want down to 0. I'm not accepting that storm probability. Okay, so hopefully now this is all good. Gonna again put this on radially out. Well, their lifetime radiation's back down to 1% of a lethal dose, so there's that. The docking port should not have failures. So I think something happened when I started time warping. Oh, we've recovered it. Okay, so there we go. So I'm gonna again go F5. We're gonna try this again. Now this time I'm gonna watch that lander. So time warp up slowly, ramping up the time warp. It must have happened. I don't know. I didn't see it happen. So okay, that seems to be okay. Let's take off the time warp. Let's hit this button. All right, we're time warping. Magnetometer reports off. Still got my lander. And I'm noticing we're not getting the mass coronal ejections. I don't know what happened there, but I'm definitely keeping an eye on the lander. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Would have been really embarrassing to get all the way to Ike and go, where's my lander? All right, so I hope people don't mind. But now they're at 6% of irradiation. I'm still kind of worried, the radiation on this. Holy jumping molies. And I put up the shielding, like, on everything. Shielding there. Full shielding on the cupola module. I don't think this has a shielding option. No, it does, and it's full shielding there. Full shielding on the gravity ring. Yeah, the gravity ring doesn't have shielding. Whoa, the shielding says I can have up to 167, but it's only what isn't shielded? Just the lander can. So only the lander can isn't shielded. So according to this, I have 4 things I could shield. One of them isn't. I remember making that conscious choice. Yet somehow it thinks I can have up to 167 shielding? I'm concerned, folks. I really am. I think something ain't not right. Okay, let's do the burn. One thing at a time. Let's do the burn. But I think there's something wrong with the shielding. Because my shielding's better than that. Like, this looks like about 25% to 30% shielding. I have a higher percentage shielded than that. And I'm worried. Glow-in-the-dark Kerbals. The problem is when these Kerbals get to 100% radiation and they're already at 9%, we got dead Kerbals, not live Kerbals. So, oh, I hate to do it, but I might have to get into the settings again. I don't want to try and figure out what went wrong. This is my first time going interplanetary with Kerbalism, so it is a new experience. Okay, let's focus here on Ike. Don't worry about the fact that I missed the burn. The timing of this burn doesn't really matter that much. Alright, let's do this. I can do anything to save the original 4. Okay. Slow down. Like, I really don't want to... Whoa, slow right down. And... Oh, I think that came out very nicely. Oh, that's still pretty. You know what? I might adjust that piece of it in Duna's SOI. Not sure why. I was probably just off from the maneuver node just a little bit. But I might wait till I'm in Duna's SOI and bring that down a little bit. Or at least until we're closer. I think I'm going to have to turn off the radiation. I really do. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. So Kerbalism. I hope I can do this and not have to. So radiation. I can turn the shielding efficiency up to 100%. I don't know if that's really helping. I'm not sure I can turn off the space weather. That probably would have turned off the storms too. I do not see the ability to turn off radiation here. All I can do is turn off. All right, I'm worried. I am very worried. What is the mod that makes the Kerbals talk? It is Chatterer, the name of that. Well, I've been trying to turn off radiation. I don't know if I can. I'm concerned, but there's not much to do other than to push forward. Okay, so we're going to add on going into our next SOI change. Give me an hour warning on that. Give me a day warning. 6 hours. Okay, so 170 days. All right. Time warping some more. Okay, full time warp. Oh! Radiation's down to 0. I think I effectively turned... when I turned up the shielding to 100%, maybe that... I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it, but I'm seeing now radiation's 0. Maybe let's wait till the time warping's done. Oh, they're harvesting crops? Oh, stop. Ready to harvest. How do I do this? Do I do anything? I got a crop. Ah! Hang on here. I just saw ready to harvest. Is there something I'm supposed to do? Ready to harvest greenhouse. No, that just disables it. Harvest! Harvest! Okay, I gotta keep an eye on that. We're getting 28 units from food. Our first space-grown crops. Oh boy. So I have to keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the harvesting. You know what might be the issue with the shielding? Oh, I just thought of something. What might be the issue with the shielding? What if I close these doors? Nah, you know what? Screw it. It's fine. Radiation's fine now. Let's just go. A light on Moon Relay 4 is broken. Yeah, like I care. Oh, we got a science. These are science equipment, old science equipment scattered about. It's failing on me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All right, so we are very close to Duna. Yeah, it says growing, 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 ready for harvest. Time to harvest in 120 days. Cool. Very cool. Okay. So we are now just about, we're a day away from from the SOI change. And they're still at 0 radiation. So if anybody wants to put an asterisk on this, I'm perfectly cool with that. I am going to make a slight course correction here. Just bring this periapsis in a little bit. Now I'm curious, if I go radial, it makes that much difference. But if I go retrograde, it makes virtually no difference. So radial is definitely the way to affect that. Okay. Except I gotta go the other way. So what I think I said around 80 kilometers on this one. So this is a 3.6 meter per second burn. Just there, 80 kilometers on that. Because the closer you are to Duna, the more efficient the capture is going to be. Taking advantage of Mr. Oberth there. And actually, I can bring this in a lot closer. Nope, that made a difference. Alright, let's get that on the maneuver. Oh, it's pretty much on the maneuver node. So we can just do this right now. I should check the ignitions on those engines too. And good enough. Good enough. 80.4 kilometers. Okay. Everything here still seems fine, so let's just get there. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hate that. This is a stock thing. Note, I hit time warp and that disappears. And you can time warp right past that SOI change. It drives me crazy. I'm going to use alarm clock then. And give me, yeah. So I'm sure that it'll stop in time. I'm going to quick save too. That's a stock bug that really bugs me because it's so easy just to time warp right past the SOI change because it disappears. Even if you use the internal features in the game, I've had that happen to me. Engine reliability is on high there, Clay. I'm pretty sure I put it on high. But we'll check the ignitions anyway. We do have an engineer. Bill can get out there and do his thing. Yeah, solar panels. Oh, that's the thing that happened is parts do wear out. So as we're doing these long missions, what we're going to get is a lot of stuff failing. And I honestly don't care. Oh, I so want to let's get into the SOI of Duna and call this one. Okay, there we go. We're 10 seconds away. That's frustrating. I don't know why it does it. Okay, but now that we are in Duna's SOI, I think everything should be good. Alright, so that still says 80 kilometers, so we're just going to do a capture right here. Oh my gosh, we got ourselves an Ike encounter right away, but it's a high-speed Ike encounter. Well, maybe not. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Life is sweet. Life is sweet. Oh my golly. This is working out. Like, I got me a 369 meter per second burn here. That's putting me in this trajectory. And I can tell my capture around Ike is going to be cheap because it's almost captured already. Look, I got like almost a capture there. That is super lucky. Ah, the doubters out. That's making up for our radiation issues, I think. Okay, let's, well, a little bit of tweaking, but I'm going to look now at this Ike periapsis. I want that to be as low as I can. You know what? I think I'm actually... I'm gonna... what should I do? No, then it's... Yeah, keep it as low as you can. So I saw about 63 kilometers. There, that's good. That is sweet. So 64 meters per second, or 364 meters per second here. And then we'll see Ike will be there in just 3 days. 3 days, everybody. Oh my gosh, that was luck. That was luck. Though, to be honest, you can get super lucky coming in here if you can get an Ike assist. If you can time it so that you actually get an Ike assist, you can actually get your actually, to be honest, no, we're going with... Am I going the right way around? I am. Yes, okay. If you can get yourself an Ike assist and get this capture even cheaper if the timing with Ike works out even better than it did here, but I'm not going to complain. That is pretty sweet. Okay, there we go. Now I am going to up the engines here, and while I'm looking at it, 32 ignition still on that. This is clearly a more significant burn than the one we just did. Still have our lander. That's good to see. Okay, so it's a 1 minute and 42 second burn. And yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do that. Where's Duna? Where are you, Duna? There's Duna over there. Okay. So we're coming for you. Here we come. I'm just gonna do it that way. Oh, of course, we're collecting all kinds of science here. This being our first time with Kerbals. Oh, whoa, and I forgot. KOS, my friend KOS. There we go. My KOS, my bestest buddy. Oh, there's Duna. Oh, look at that. Looks lovely. EVA Science, thank you. We will get in high space again. I'm just excited. I'm forgetting to do everything. Now, a lot of the science is being done automatically. You can see all this crap being collected. The material study was done. Oh, do scientists... I can't even remember how the material study works with Kerbalism. I might not... Oh, this might... Oh, well, whatever. You can't... Oh... Sugars. Yep. Okay, this is going. I'm gonna talk... I'll talk about it while this is going. I forgot that the material study in Mystery Goo actually uses up their samples when you use them. And a scientist can't reset them. I'm pretty sure. So, we'll go out and we'll check, but, yeah. But a lot of science is being done automatically, which is groovy. But we'll do an EVA report. Clearly not right now. I don't think Bob wants to get out there and just kind of hang on. You think he can, says James. Okay, we'll go out. We will check our stuff here. It's tucked away in here. There's the Mystery Goo, and there's this. So we'll do some EVAs once this burn is complete, and once I can see that I got myself my icon counter. Sweet! Okay. So, 46 seconds left on this burn. I do like the look of that gravity ring, though. How are my Kerbals doing? Other than they're 3% stressed. Radiation has effectively been turned off. Everything else is at zeros. Still living in an ideal condition. It's like they're, you know, just back at home. Okay, that looks like our capture right there. Or perhaps our icon counter. No, probably just our capture. Few bumps at the beginning, but I think things are going well right now. How is our storage capacity doing? That's the other thing I didn't think. I honestly, okay, our hard drive is only a third full, so that's good. That's one of the things you got to worry about with Kerbalism is the hard drive. The hard drive can get full of data, and then you can't collect any more science, but I didn't do that. Okay. Burn is complete. How did this work out here? I've got me, super duper ecstatic about that. We're going to be doing probably a small plane change when we get there, but okay, let's first EVA bomb and do an EVA report. Hello, Bob. Oh, Bob should also, we also have the EVA experiments kit. Okay, so we're going to do that. Does Bob have monopropellant? He does. Oh boy, here's a new game. EVA and shoot the ring without getting clunked. I'm not going to do it. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll quick save and then I'll give it a go. That is a brand new game. Shoot the ring. Shoot the ring while the ring is turning. Just quick save first. You know, that's one of the things. Martian, I love the book, The Martian, and the movie's fantastic. I don't want to diss on the movie, but I can't watch even something that really does try. I cannot watch without going every once in a while. And one of the things that made me go during The Martian is they had a spinning gravity ring on the spacecraft, the Ares. And there was an EVA that, here, I can go back inside. There was an EVA that one of the guys had to do, their EVA expert, to plant a bomb, which I loved. I loved the whole planting the bomb thing to get thrust. That was great. But he had to, we're going to EVA Bill while I'm talking. Check his... No, see, Bill doesn't have... Oh, I still got to do the EVA experiment kit, too. Okay, okay, okay. One thing... see, this is what happens when I have too many things going on at the same time. I'll get back to my Martian story in just a second. That should fill him up. It did. Okay. But in The Martian, that EVA expert guy at one point had to EVA the length of the ship, and they had this spinning ring, and he was going no tether, no nothing, just launching himself and grabbing handholds, and at one point had to shoot the ring, and it's like, there's just absolutely no effing way that they would let him do that. F5. Here we go. Like, there's no way there wouldn't be handholds and there wouldn't be a way for him to do that without having to go through the ring. That just seems crazy. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Go, Bill. Go, Bill. Go, Bill. That wasn't scary at all. That wasn't scary at all. Bill's like, pfft. Okay, we're just going to service these engines here. Oh, he hit a strut. We're going to get some radiation off of here. Inspect the engine. Oh, it's in good shape. You know what? The heck with it. We don't need to do this. Oh, Duna. Duna, so pretty. Okay, let's get back up. Where's our door? Here's our door. All right. That was fun. Okay, Bob again. Bob again. Bob also does not have... That is such a funny bug. That thing that steals their EVA propellant, and I don't know... I've yet to pick out a pattern. I thought it was just on... This is out of the Hitchhiker. Put that back. Okay, that should give him the EVA propellant. I'm also going to give him the science kit. Forgot we had this. Bob's going to get himself well away from that spinning wheel of death. And we're going to do a... Where is it? Perform EVA science. Nice. Now, is this a... Are we still in near space? We probably are. We'll do this again in high space. Yep, this is near space, 30 science. Nice. Nice job. Hello, James. Glad you can make it. We are in orbit about Duna, and we have got our intercept with Ike. And other than a couple of hiccups, lost a lander at one point. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, so what we got to do, what do we got to do? We got to work out this. That's what we got to do. So, want this to be lower. Want this to be lower. So we're going to add a maneuver there. Probably see if we can bring this southwards as well. Well, this is a little bit bigger. There we go. So we're in roughly the equatorial plane. And also bring this downwards. Probably retrograde's the way to go. Oh, I got the toggled way too low. Oh, wow. Why does... Okay. Yeah, definitely now prograde seems to bring this down, so more than 20 kilometers? Sure, 20 kilometers. And does that look equatorial-ish? That looks equatorial-ish. Sure. All right, so we got that burn coming up in 40 minutes. So let's go do that. Hello, Tharl. Welcome. Oh, yes. Scientist to reset the goo. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure where the boundary is. It's got to be over. Like, we got to be past it now because Kerbin's... Okay, we're going to EVA bomb. We're going to do a couple of things here. Number one is, again, fix his EVA pack situation. Okay, that should take care of that. Okay, we're going to do another one. Get away from the ring. We're going to do another one of those EVA experiments. Of course, the fun thing to do is to turn off his RCS and then perform the experiment. That's the fun way to do it. Whee! And there we go. 30 science there. That's space high. Excellent. Okay, get in there, Bob. And then we'll go check out the science, the mystery, the store that science in there. Can I guess you don't do that. Okay, fine. Always forgetting how it works. That's the problem with playing both stock and Kerbalism, is you get mixed up with how the different things work. Okay, so we're gonna check out. There is a mystery goo in here. Oh, it's above. Oh, this is a tight squeeze. This is a tight squeeze, my friend. Holy, okay, holy moly. Who designed this? Look at that tight fit. Okay. Take the data. Yeah, I don't see an option to reset. Just an option to take the stuff. Okay, let's see if it's running. I don't know if it is. And the mystery goo's on the other side, unfortunately. We'll sneak on out of here. Back down we go. I think it might be better from the other view. As this is the last mission of this campaign, I honestly really don't care that much about science, but I should be thorough. Okay, we'll take that data. But it might be that those may not run anymore. We might be done. Down we go. Wow. Nice job. Yeah, nice job there, Mini-Derm. This game is not kind to the uninitiated. I'm going to be the first to say it. It's the learning curve at the start, but then once you kind of... It's sort of like there's a set of skills. You know, getting to orbit, being able to maneuver in orbit, being able to do a rendezvous, being able to dock, being able to power land. But kind of once you get those skills down, the game, doing it around Duna, doing it around the moon, doing it around Gilly, it doesn't matter. It all starts the same, and then it starts to become very routine, except for when you do dumb things like kill your Kerbals with radiation. But I think that's why people watch people like me and other people playing, and they're going, "Oh, you're making it so easy." I've been playing this thing for over a decade, literally over a decade, and so many of the same skills just repeat themselves over and over and over again. And these skills are hard to master at the start, but once you got them, the game gets a lot more enjoyable. Like, I always get people complaining about they think docking is the most miserable experience they've ever had, and rendezvousing two vessels together. I love that part. I actually come up with reasons and excuses to put things together in orbit because I think it's so much fun. All right, let's see. What do we got? Okay, let's lock that onto our maneuver node. We got ourselves... Oh, that's pretty. Let's put that right in the middle. That's really pretty. I should maybe look at my electricity situations. We got 7 minutes of... Okay, what's using up all this electric charge? There's some experiment using... I got 7 minutes of electricity left. Maybe I should look at the burn first, but I should look to see... Probably the flight is using up a ton of electricity. We'll see if that fixes it. I should look at my burn, however. That first. I just noticed all of a sudden I had 7 minutes of electricity sitting in our Eclipse here. And try to turn off some of the things. I'll turn it back on again, but I'm hoping to find out what's doing all the heavy lifting with all that. Okay, burn time. Here we go. I'm happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Okay. Now what's my electricity situation? Now I got 12 minutes of electricity. I did turn off... Oh, the gravity ring. Gravity ring and the greenhouse. Okay. So... Oh, because we're out of the sun. So let's just temporarily turn off the greenhouse. Turn off the gravity ring. These guys can deal. Where's the button? Okay, am I blind? Okay, there's one for the TV. Is it once you've started it, you can't turn this sucker off? I think once you started it, you can't turn this off. Okay, okay. Well, now I got 16 minutes. What else is using a lot of electricity? Climatization. Well, I don't want to mess with that. Let's end all the transmitting. That's probably not helping. Let's just stop all this for now. Well, hopefully we're out of this eclipse pretty soon. Destroy the gravity ring. I'm surprised you can't just turn it off and have it not spin. Like, I'm really looking at this and going, I do not see an option to turn this off. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fingers in the wrong... Ah! That was me. That was me. That was me. It's all good. I was looking at the gravity ring and not noticing my fingers weren't in the right spot. All I'm doing is orienting this for the solar panel so that when we are out of this eclipse... Let's take a look at one more of these automation things and see... It said climatization. Let's turn off the waste processor, the water recyclers. Oh! No, there's no option. It won't let you turn that off. You can turn off the TVs. Scrubbers, never ever turn off the scrubbers. Pressure control is on. Okay, let's see if that helped. 15 minutes. Okay, well, hopefully. Fuel cell. Do I have a fuel cell aboard? I remember people suggesting it, and I'm going, nah. What do you need a fuel cell for? I should know better, but I don't think I have a fuel cell. I do! There is a hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell. Let's run it. Oh, thank you. I did something right. I'm running the fuel cell now. I'm running the fuel cell now. Okay. Of course, hydrogen tanks are almost empty. Well, okay, that's the end of my fuel cell. Come on. Oh boy. There's no electric charge on... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We are dead. Oh my gosh. Okay, I do gotta watch my Kerbals now. Because I think once the electricity is gone, I shoot. What I really got to watch are those scrubbers. Yeah, electric charge is down to 0. Okay, let's watch these Kerbals. This is turning into... Yeah, no more hydrogen. CO, acclimatize it. I don't... Oh, relax. Oh, we're in the sun. We're in the sun. We're in the sun. Okay, let's just turn... Lights can go on and off again. Turn the lights on. Let's turn the greenhouse back on. And... There's all these stupid science experiments. Okay, and waste processors, water recyclers are back on. TVs can come back on. Oh my gosh. That was a little scary. I was a little scary. That made me nervous. Okay. Numbers are getting better. We're all good. Don't do that again. Unfortunately, I think I used up all the hydrogen running that fuel cell. I always get burned by eclipse. Okay. Okay, we dodged another bullet. How many bullets do we have to dodge? I don't know. I don't know how many bullets we can dodge. Please, no more bullets. Like my feeble heart cannot take it. That is the worst situation, though, when sorry. That is the worst situation when you're on that elliptical. Here we go. That's good. When you're on this elliptical path, like that long trajectory coming out, and you're just hanging in the shadow. Once we're around Ike, it shouldn't be an issue. Like, I'm hoping. Hoping that's not going to happen again. So we are now in Ike's SOI, by the way. That should be exciting. Let's do more EVAs. EVA report, Bob. EVA report, Bob. Bob has no monopropellant. So, surface... Oh, well, you can't do a surface sample, of course, but we can do an EVA report. Bob's gonna enjoy the view here. And we'll do another one of those, Nice. Bob's just drinking it in. Okay, 16, 15 seconds. And then we'll do the EVA experiment once this is done. 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, I should start transmitting all that science too. I forgot that I turned off all that stuff. We can fill right up with scientific data real quick. There we go. Space high over Ike. Only 30 science for that. This is, Kerbalism, you are so stingy. You are so stingy. Leaving lots of wing nuts floating in space. Okay, board. Okay, and while I'm here, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting milestones. Oh, there's a contract. Orbit Duna. Oh, okay, I'll take it. I didn't even know that was there. Milestones, of course, and fly by a moon of Duna. Okay. Okay, I thought those were... Okay, I'll take them. I'll take them. I'm not going to complain. Okay, turn this stuff back on again. We are filling up our hard drive. Alright, that's that. Well, we got a burn coming up, don't we? 36-second burn. These are on full throttle. Hello, Ike, we're coming. Okay, F5 again. And KOS. Okay, KOS will deal with our... See, now we're in the night side, but honestly, this shouldn't be nearly as sketchy. Still only 21 minutes. Wow. We're going to have to really... Maybe once all the science is collected and transmitted, this'll calm down. But we're going to have to spend a lot of time in orbit about Ike, because we still got, like, our window home is still over a year away. So we're going to spend a lot of time orbiting Ike here. I guess I could get down and orbit Duna. I didn't really budget for that, but I think I can probably do it. One thing too, once we fire up these engines, that will generate electricity. So we should see this electric charge creep back up again. One thing that's honestly kind of dumb. Oh boy, we're going to start to burn. We're not on our node yet, but it's going to be what it is, isn't it? Engine malfunction. Oh, no. No. Stop. Abort. Abort. Shoot. SAS on. Oh, I'm not on that. Ah, no! This is not cool. Okay, this thrust is majorly asymmetrical. Let's stop the wobbling. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have been ignoring those engines. What'd we say? I want to stop the wobbling. I gotta send out Bill to fix the engine. It is yellow, so that means an engineer can fix it. To be honest, there was a lot of ignition, so I think that was actually more a situation of oh god, this is wobbling all over the place. Let's get Bill his EVA propellant. He's good, he's good. Okay, get back on the ship. Why are you wobbling like this? Stop it. I'm gonna do the time warp trick. Oh, I can't because there's a Kerbal on EVA. Okay, fine. Bill, you're going. Okay, the wobbling seems to be better. So we can fix this, but of course we are on an escape right now. We are not captured about Duna, and I suspect, given that we're coming around prograde, we are getting a gravity cyst from Ike if we actually escape again. Okay, engines fixed. Get back in there, Bill. I'm not gonna check the other engines. Trying to do this as quick because I want to have this capture. I don't care what the nature of said capture is. Okay, retrograde. Come on. But I need a capture. Wow, see, yeah, like if I escape here now, that's not good. So I'm not worried so much about the maneuver. We're just going to burn here. Okay, all the engines are going. No, they're not. Activate that engine. Now all the engines are going. Oh my gosh. That is something that just gets thrown in with Kerbalism. No matter how much you take care of your engines, they do fail now and again. That's meant to just throw curveballs at you. Okay, here we go. We're just burning. And what I'm look. Okay, that's good. Stop. Stop. We'll redo this. Now that we have a capture, we can work out everything else. Everything else can be worked out. Oh my gosh. Are we having fun yet? 16 kilometers should be okay, right? That should be okay. Okay, so we're gonna... What is our inclination, by the way? Yeah, it's fine. 10 degrees is fine. Oh my gosh. People should be keeping a list of all the things that we have had to contend with. Isn't Kerbalism fun? Okay. So that's 16 by 6. That's good enough. Okay. Oh my golly. Okay. Just doing a little bit of adjusting here for the solar panels once we're back in the light. And 17 minutes still. We should be out of here. Okay, EVA. Bill's going to really do a good inspection on those engines. Though I don't think that was really the issue. I think there was lots, but... stuff happens. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're still here. We are in orbit about Ike. We got our engineer to inspect these engines. Service the engine. Better get the duct tape ready. Okay. So Bill fastened some loose screws in that one. Then got him stuck on the bell. Okay, what about this one? I don't remember which one was the one that failed. Looks like it's going to fall apart soon. Okay. Okay, I got to inspect these more often, clearly. And then this one. Practically new. That's probably the one he just fixed. Alright, we are back. And board. What is the point of this series? I don't know. Moving Kerbals around without killing them. There really isn't much point about that. I am playing with a mod called Kerbalism. That really is kind of the center of it, but a lot of other mods as well. There we go. We're charging up our batteries again. So that should be good. I'd love to see all this data get transmitted away, but in the meantime, we got to perform this burn. So F5 and let's do this with alarm clock and give me a 2-minute warning on that, because last time I didn't give myself enough warning and actually started the burn before we were quite on the maneuver. Okay, change the view to free. I always find free prettier, but right now, yeah, the whole idea is getting these folks, at least 2 of them. Duna Rise. Get 2 of them onto Ike's surface and get them back home again safely. That's the goal right now. We have no goal beyond that. And that will end, in case, I know I've mentioned it before, but sometimes people, you know, don't pay attention to everything I say. I wonder why. But this will end this series, this Kerbalism series, because I want to end this series off, and I want to, I can get this out. I want to end this series off, and then I want to do my planet, the flag planting marathon series that I was doing. That's what I'm trying to say. That where I'm planting a flag on everybody. That one's been on again, off again. The only one that's left is Eve. So I do want to do that. That's a pure stock game. We'll land on Eve, get those Kerbals back, and I'm hoping all of that gets cleared away before just leading into KSP2, and then I'm going to put my energy into playing KSP2 and seeing what that's like. Okay, there we go. That is a lovely burn. So what's happening after this series is playing KSP2, and then that I'm going to play by ear. I probably will at some point come back to KSP1, but for a little bit, I want to put my energy to KSP2. All right, so there we go, 16.5 kilometers, pretty much. And we are in orbit, low orbit about Ike. Let's turn that off. Let's get Bob out one more time. Still tons of crap here to transmit. It's crap just everywhere. We're gonna do. I know the EVA reports are biome specific, but I got to be honest. I think I'm not gonna hang around and do all that. We'll do one EVA report just to do it. Whatever biome I'm over, and we'll do the EVA experiment kit, and then we're gonna call it. I'm not gonna scrounge out every bit of science that I can. Let's see. EVA report. Dude. Can I do the perform EVA science experiment at the same time too? All right, 30 science. Everything's 30 science. 30 science no matter where I am with that experiment. And then unfortunately the other one I gotta wait 25 more seconds. And then I'm going to be sending people down to the surface. And honestly, I think Bill and Bob are probably the choice to send down to the surface. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and that experiment is now complete. Because the lander does have a high-end probe body aboard, so that basically replaces the pilot. Bob, obviously, for the science, and Bill, I think, just in case we break something. It's not like I have used them already, haven't I? Okay, so I think we can start thinking about getting down to the surface. Thinking about a landing spot. Obviously, I want to... Oh, I got the big spotlight. That's a funny bug. I'll put the spotlight... I'm thinking here. Right about there. That looks relatively flat-ish. Right about there. So let's get ourselves, let's actually get out right now. Let's get out right now. So we're going to transfer Bob into the cabin here. I got to turn it back on again, don't forget. So I do have the scrubber and pressure control. Be good to put that on. And Bill. Bill. Bill's going to go in here as well. I'm pretty sure this thing has a respectable amount of monopropellant aboard. It does. It should be completely full. I've not used any of that fuel. So really, I think this thing is ready to go. I'm going to do a quick save because I'm nervous. We're going to get down to the surface. So undock. This time... I mean to undock. Last time it sort of undocked on its own, didn't it? Back away. Is there an antenna sticking out here somewhere? There it is. What is in here? I think it's just a probe body in there. It is. So we don't need to look at that. Close that. Okay. So we are on a lander. Oh, look at that. All of our science junk is in here. Is that okay? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, we got to remember to collect this stuff. That's our materials bay and mystery goo junk, and we can't There's 120 slots. We're only filling up 8 of them, and I can't rerun this anyway. It's depleted. Let's just one last time for giggles. Just for giggles. Just try and see if I can fix that. So there's no inventory slots. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, do that. Oh, there is an inventory slot. What am I talking about? Got a repair kit and got another experiment kit, even though there's no reason for them. They're infinitely usable. I'm going to do one more look at this and see if I can... It is depleted of its junk, and I don't think there's anything I can do with it. I can simply open and close the doors, but it's depleted. It's done. It's done. We have no more mystery goo stuff. I forgot that that's the way that works. That's okay. I should have saved it for the surface, but it is what it is. Okay, let's get down there. Activating our engines. Okay, where are we? So this is kind of where I'm going for right here. Let's do a little bit of so we're going to point retrograde. Yes. Do a little bit of an avoidance maneuver here. So this is just going to be with RCS. That should do her. Roll this for the solar panels. Put this on here and keep a track of our Kerbal's livelihood. Everything is running. I should check that. We got some off lights. That's fine. That's depleted. But all of our... Oh, wow. The hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell is dead. That was on. I don't remember why I thought to put that on there. Oh, I know why I put it on there. I put it on there to run the materials bay because it uses up so much electricity and just completely forgot. But that's irrelevant now anyway because... Okay, where's our ship? See, that's the way to do an avoidance maneuver, so it's behind you. Okay, so we're going to go for right around here-ish. So... That's good for now. I got my little target showing up. Let's put this on free. There we go. And that's on retrograde. Roll it so the blue is up. Extend our landing gear. And quick save. I'm going to have to do some quick saving because, well, I always do. I do it when I land on the moon, for goodness sakes. I'm going to need to do it when I do this. I'm going to give myself some permission here and put this on here. There we go. Yeah, everything's good. Those lights are on. Yep. I'm like triple checking everything. All right. There's Duna again. I can't get enough of seeing that. Okay, I think we're not very far over this ridge is where our LZ is. The LZ. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So let's again let's put this on surface. Okay. It's right around here, I think, where I'm going for it. I rather like the look of everything. Okay. Oh, Bob and Bill are so excited. I don't see the red dot. Here. Start killing off some more of this horizontal velocity. I should have a good engine here. Got 39 ignition still on it. I'm a little surprised I'm not seeing that red impact target. Move it a little more this way. It seems a little more flatter out this way. What's our vertical speed like? It's increased. Let's pitch up a little bit. I like to level off this vertical speed. It's nice. Oh, there's our target. I see our target. There it is. Our little red dot. Just kind of bringing it over. It just looks a little hillier over there. Okay. I don't have to land right on that dot. I think anywhere along. Let's just kill that horizontal velocity. Let's do it. Doing it. Doing it. Final approach here. We're just over 1 kilometer up. Let's just kill off. Come on. More thrust. Largely going straight down now. Always like to go straight down right here at the end. Okay, where's our... Okay, I can see my shadow. That's always useful. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Who's flying this thing? This is what happens when you don't have a pilot. Oops, I did a bit of up. A little bit of up as I was looking for the cap lock button. There we go. Right on the target, even though the target does move to wherever you happen to be, but I'm going to take it. Okay, SAS off. We are sitting here nicely on the surface of Ike. All right. I am excited. Did I put it on 1? 2 for the land? No, I think I put it on 9. No, I should always just put it on. There they are. It was on 2. Okay, we should be running all kinds of experiments. We are. That is sweet. And our electricity is perpetual. That is super duper. Let's get out there and put that flag down. Oh, take that off. Get on down there. I'm nervous now with ladders close to the landing legs. After the few streams ago, I had all kinds of fun glitches with that. Okay, and we can do ourselves here an EVA and a surface sample. And let's go get Bill. Bill's going to join the party. But I like the ladders close to the landing gear because Apollo was like that. Okay. And actually, we'll get Bill. Bill's the commander. Bill's gonna do the flag planting thing here. So plant a flag. All right, so this is the Ike 1. Had the cap lock on. Bob and Bill. Sorry, Jeb and Val. No room for you. Okay, so there we go. There is our flag. That is done. Let's get back on to Bob. And Bob is still... Nope, he is all done as well. And we're going to cap this off with a little swing of the golf club. So we will perform that EVA science. Good job. Let's hit this away from the lander. Good for you, Bob. And off it goes. Goodbye. And I think, looking at the time of the stream, Got our 40 science from that. I'm thinking I'm also going to be ending the stream here. So it was looking like we got them down there. Finally, we have Kerbals on the surface of Ike. Ike has been conquered. We still have to get them home. They're going to have to hang out here for still a little bit more than a year. And then we're going to have to see if we can get them all home. But all of that is going to have to be for next week. So in the meantime, thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you everybody who's watching this at a later time. And of course, a very, very special thank you to all of my Patreon patrons and YouTube members. Next week, come hell or high water, this series is going to be over. But, I mean, these folks aren't home yet, so let's see how this goes. This is just half the battle. So have yourself a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you all next Thursday. Bye, everybody.